you guys. Welcome back to Wonder Free Chronicles. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, baby, come on in and have a seat because we're going to give you some good headlines, some much do to talk about. So sit back and let's get into these topics. Oh, Candace. Candace Owens. I don't know if you guys seen an interview she did with Piers Morgan, but doing an intensive exchange. I'm talking about they talked about a lot of stuff, but more so when they were talking about Charlie Kirk. I mean the moment just went completely off the rails. I watched some of the interview, but I'm not really into like politics. Don't mind. I watch it, right, but I'm not really too much into it to where it gets to like this rabbit hole that she's going down because she's being funded by some of the same people that fund Nick Fuentes, who still fund Eric Kirk. So you get what I'm saying? If I'm funding, three different gangs in LA, I mean, how much at war are they really if I'm the one that's funding? I'm funding the Bloods, I'm funding the Crips, and I'm funding the GDs. You know what I'm saying? I could end the robbery or I could keep it going. They don't really have beef. I'm the one. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, and look into it. It's a lady. So Candace Owens, of course, is trending because she had an explosive appearance on the Piers Morgan Uncensored show, right? Now, fresh off a 4.5 hour private sit down with Erica Kirk, the widow of, Charlie Kirk, who founded the Turning Point USA. Owens claims she is the only person refusing to, swallow what she called, fed sloppy and a psychological operation meant to stop people from believing with their own eyes. Now, Owens didn't claim to know definitely who pulled the trigger, but she flatly rejected the official story, right, about the guy and all that. Now, she went on to say, I haven't seen one piece of compelling evidence that Tyler Robinson, scaled the rooftop like Spider Man and fired one shot, a magic bullet shot, that killed Charlie. She she alleges Turning Point figures are engaged in a cover up of basically of what happened, and two unnamed employees she told Erica about to look into it because I guess somebody had told her to look into these people or whatnot. Now I'm gonna let y'all hear a little clip, okay? Cause y'all know I was gonna do that for y'all. Okay, now listen.
Okay, but
Don't lie.
do you believe Erica Kirk has been lying about it?
No, I have been explicit on my show when people were saying, why aren't you attacking Erica Kirk? I said, because Erica Kirk has not lied. If to the extent that she lies, I will call it out. And that is why I did call out when she lied, okay? When she said Charlie Kirk never received any text messages the night before saying that he was worried about that he was going to get murdered tomorrow. I instantly said, well, here we have it. That's a lie. He definitively did send out text messages to both Dan Flood and Andrew Colbert, and we met in person. She clarified that, okay, yes, that's real, and we didn't know until you said it because he was using a different app and she was checking his iMessages. So to me, if you lie, you're going to make an enemy of me. Just don't lie. How about that basic requirement to say to people, don't lie about what happened on that day. Don't lie about what you did on that day. Because that's the first clue to investigators that that person should be looked at further.
All right.
Again, this is common sense.
Okay, let's move to something else Blake Neff said. He said Candace has made other stranger allegations involving.
Okay, so now Morgan reminded her of that. She got that lawsuit that's looming, right? Because you got to remember about the president over there, Brigitte Macron. Yeah, yeah, I know I had that French in me. But y'all know the French president is suing her for the allegations about him being a her, well, her being a him. Now, what's T is, over there, they tried to sue or tried to get two ladies to retract their statements. They went in front of a day version of like a grand jury, and the French people, the French president, they had to they had to pull a lawsuit. Them women didn't have to retract what they said. They said that the lady is a man, and so if they don't have to retract what they saying, why the hell they suing Candace? But let's go on.
French paratroopers in maroon shirts, Egyptian Air Force planes flying out of Provo, Utah, and potential underground assassins traveling through unseen tunnels. At one point in early November, she started wild.
Oh, I thought that was. Listen, I don't have time for them to go through all that. Okay, so anyway, so when he asked her about, the whole lawsuit with the president, Bridget McCrone having a penis, and she didn't blink twice. She said, "Look, Bridget McCrone has a penis. Bridget McCrone was born a dude named John Michael Trignell," adding that she probably stands peeing up. Now you know that was cut, right? Now Morgan, he shot back and said no, she doesn't, and proposed court would settle it. Now Owen says she won't stop until her questions are answered in return. Morgan offered a deal to return and admit she was wrong if, everything collapsed or whatever. And she said, yeah, deal on. If it come back and he isn't a woman, then okay, I'll take it. But, you know, I don't really give a damn if that lady is a man. Do y'all care? I mean, don't you got the right to love who you want to love? I mean, it is kind of weird though, because did she meet him when she was like a a teacher in her 40s and he was like 15 or something like that, so she groomed him. Yeah. And it's a lot of sick people out there in the world. It is a lot of sick people out there. You know what? When times get like this, hold on, I gotta pull up my little image because this brings me happiness. Y'all take a look at my screen real quick. Now, I saw this and I said, look at my little blue. She just done got so big. Look at her. Look how big that baby done got. Oh, yeah, y'all saw that baby done got big on y'all. But anyway, yeah, people are freaks, people are weirdos. I hope Candace Owens, she need to keep her head on a swivel because yeah, the boy, they was making some threats. And I was surprised she even met with the lady. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have met with her. I don't know. But like I said, Candace is being supported by the same people that supports Turning Point, the same people that also support Nick Fuentos, and they all pushing a racist agenda just in different directions. So they just trying to make sure that they get everybody for everybody. So y'all just keep your head on the swivel. Ooh, let's move on. Before we close, shout out to my followers who hear this every time because you never know who's listening. I'm building a self-parting hair tool so you can part hair clean, straight, and perfectly with no extra hands needed, not even a mirror. Still in patent. I am meeting with manufacturers to scout out, those types of things, but it's real and it's coming. So when it drops, you heard it here first because I'm going to display it here first. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you wander with me, always remember consistency is key, and I'll be back with more. So until then, be easy. Oh, I know that this is it.